friends! Today I want to share a little flower bouquet shaped card. My amazingly talented friend Brandon Kincaid made a card like this for the last Essentials by Ellen release, and I loved it so much I just had to try it. Her wrap bouquet is so cute that I will put a link in my video description so you can see her original post and what a crafty genius she is. Okay, so to start, I'm going to create a shaped card base. I have a folded A2 white card, and I have the Mondo Wildflowers coordinating die. I'm going to secure my die over the folded edge so that the fold will remain intact when I die cut it. I'm going to run it through my die cut machine, and then voila, I have a shaped card. Now to decorate my shaped card and hide that fold, I'm going to stamp the Mondo Wildflowers in clear embossing ink on smooth Bristol cardstock, which is my favorite for ink blending and watercoloring. Next, I'm adding white embossing powder to that stamped image. I'm going to shake off the excess and melt it with my heat gun. Now to add color to that embossed image, I'm going to use my Distress Inks to watercolor. And while I do have Distress Reinkers, which are really good for watercoloring, I seem to always just default to swiping my ink pads on my nonstick craft sheet to make my watercolor palette. Who knows? And I don't really have any cool watercolor techniques to share. It seems like it's always an experiment for me. So I'm going to skip ahead, but I will give you my one big tip is to always have a clean paper towel handy to blot excess water and color off my brush, and also sometimes even directly blot my project. There's my finished bouquet. Then I'm going to use that coordinating Mondo Wildflowers die again to cut out the bouquet. And I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue to adhere the watercolored bouquet to the shaped card. Now I like using liquid glue for this as opposed to like double-sided tape because the glue gives you a little more wiggle room so you can line up everything correctly. Now I've got my card under an acrylic block while the glue dries, and I'm going to use a square die cut to cut the brown lunch bag into the wrapping for the bouquet. Now you can see I don't really have a plan here, but I got lucky because that lunch bag square is pretty much the perfect size to just fold around the card. So the square is 4x4, and I used a die from the Essentials by Ellen Essential Square Die set. And of course you could absolutely use your paper trimmer too if you don't have square dies. Now once I've got it all kind of situated there, I'm adding a little piece of gray baker's twine around the bouquet, but it's not really going to stay on there by itself. So I'm going to accessorize. So I've got a little tag. I've got the Essentials by Ellen Small Saying Stamp Set and the Essentials by Ellen Mini Tags dies. I've got a little white scrap of cardstock in my MISTI to stamp the Love You saying on. And then I can just put that tag die over it and run it through my die cut machine. Now once it's cut, the tag just goes right onto the twine. I can tie a little bow, but really to secure it, I'm going to put a little piece of double-sided tape underneath the tag. So that way it'll stay on there. Now you can see my little wrapped bouquet, it just fits right in there. The card just pulls right out. I love it so much, I'm going to mail it just like that. Now thanks so much for watching. As always, you can find more information in the video description, including a link to Brandy's awesome card, and a link to my blog too, where I have a little bit more information. Thanks so much for watching, and happy crafting.